the game, cause see the boxing voice.
ThaBoxingvoice.com live here with U.S.S. Cunningham, Steve Cunningham, going into his fight with, a lot of expectation in this. Both you and Antonio Tarver have a lot to prove and want to show still in this division, that you're both able to compete with the bigger names, and that you deserve another shot at guys like Tyson Fury if he's able to come away with the victory versus Vladimir Klitschko. How do you feel coming into this training camp?
Oh man, I was ready for the fight coming in this camp. I was in camp with BJ Flores for his upcoming fight with Babu Shumanov. I just live in the gym, you know what I mean? I come ready. Camp for me isn't about getting in shape. Camp for me is about, utilizing the plan, you know what I'm saying, and getting that driven into your mind so we can just do it automatically.
Now, when you were getting your hands wrapped, you spoke of a little bit about, the transfer from main events to Haymon. Could you just tell us some of the differences in training, though? Having a clear mind now that you know that you're being paid enough to take care of your family, so you can put all stress away and just focus on training. How was it for you? Don't let me put words in your mouth.
I mean, even with the money that we made, like I said, people know I'm a two-time world champion. I haven't made, those world champion checks, but at a point it got to me and my wife. We just live the way we live. We live comfortable. We don't live outside our means. Any extra money we had, we invested it, in order to solidify a comfortable future after boxing and during boxing. So the money that I'm going to make without Haymon here, and the money that I made, with main events, it's money. I'm doing my job. I'm getting paid. It's awesome. It is great to get paid more, but we still live within our means. We're not out overextending. You won't see me in a G-Wagon after this fight. Probably my wife. You won't. But we live smart. I got kids I want to get college funds for. I got businesses I want to start before boxing's over for me. So I don't ever have to go to work for anybody else again. Before boxing, I worked some crappy jobs. After leaving the Navy, I worked at the airport in Atlanta, security, put the food on the planes, FedEx. I did it all. 2 in the morning to 8. So I know what it is. And listen, I don't want to work for nobody else again.
So now,
not even my wife.
This is kind of a tough situation for you, obviously. Antonio Tarver being a 46-year-old heavyweight coming back. So he's trying to make a name off of you, and you need to obviously put his name on your resume. How do you stay focused for that?
That dude's a killer. You know what I'm saying? When you get in the ring with a 5-time world champion, the guy who beat Roy Jones, how can you sleep on that? You can't. You know what I'm saying? And then I got brother Naazim in my ear every day. The game plan is we're not fighting today's Tarver. We're fighting yesterday's Tarver, the best Tarver we've seen. So you can't sleep on that. We can't.
With a guy like Naazim in your corner, that he's trained Bernard Hopkins, who's 50 years old and still competing with the best and the youngest guys. Is that the same mindset that you take coming into this fight, that Tarver isn't an older guy, that you're not a younger guy, you can't just bull him over, you have to take your time?
I mean, listen, guys like Bernard set a new bar, I mean, really, well, who was it? The old school fighters. There was a few old school fighters who fought in their 50s and 40s and stuff and did it great, So Bernard is basically our present day vision of that. How can you not take from that and be like, wow, Bernard's doing it. Bernard did it. Tarver's around that age. He could possibly be the same. You just got to look at it like that. Anybody, I'd say you're a stupid man if you're fighting a guy like Tarver or any older fighter and you just look at him like, oh, he's old, I'm going to beat him. That's stupid. That's really, you lost. You know what I mean? In my opinion. Don't fight me at 46 and talk about you're going to beat me. I'm going to really kick your butt, So I think like that, and I'm thinking Tarver's thinking like that. I'm not thinking like that.
All right.